right. Hardest question, can I have you say and spell your first and last name for us?
Certainly. My name is Paul Hudson, Hudson.
All right, Paul Hudson. Tell us a little bit about who you are, just in general. If people are watching and seeing your face for the first time, who's Paul?
Sure. Well, I've got a wife and two kids. We've got a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old. Proud parents of a sophomore in high school and an eighth grader. I'm a lawyer here in town in Grand Rapids and head our firm's appeals group. I've had the opportunity to practice law in this state for 18 years. Been proud to represent our police officers in the court of law, advocate for a better business climate in this state as well.
How long have you been in the West Michigan area? Kind of familiarize us with that too.
Longtime resident of West Michigan. We've been here since 2012, so raised our kids since they were babies here, and just really fell in love with West Michigan. I grew up in the Detroit area, but and still love Detroit, of course. But there's something about West Michigan where neighbors are still neighbors. Great place to raise a family. And for me, the reason I'm running for office is to really maintain that character and quality of life for people here in West Michigan.
Yeah, definitely. So when did that decision click? When was it like, okay, you know what, I'm going to go from attorney, maybe I want to now run for Congress?
Yeah, well, I've been frustrated with the leadership that I've seen in Washington. I think our leaders have been failing us for several years now. When I get around the district and talk to people, they feel the same thing. Everybody can feel that things aren't quite right, and they haven't been for some time. And I really think we need solid leadership to get us back on track.
What do you think some of the biggest failures have been, from your standpoint?
Yeah, the issues that I hear over and over and over, inflation is number one. Everything's more expensive than they were just a few years ago. It's over $1,000 a month for a regular family, more expensive than it was just a few years ago. Grocery cart costs $40 more now than it did back then. Those are the main issues that people are feeling right now. Government spending, it's been out of control, and that's related to the inflation. When we pump trillions of dollars of government money into the economy, inflation follows, and we're seeing the effects of bad policy there. And then finally, border security. People are frustrated that we've allowed in 10 million illegal crossings in the past few years, and there's a real sense across the district that just nobody's in charge here. And essentially the entire population of Michigan, 10 million people, has been allowed into the country. People don't think that's good common sense policy. That's something we'll change on day one when we get to Congress.
Well, you just said common sense, and I saw on your website, Common Sense Conservative. What does that mean to you, and how would this play a role if you were elected into office?
Well, I just think that ordinary everyday people understand what the problems are and what the solutions are. And it's not that complicated, really. And what I want to see is get back to bread and butter common sense issues. I've laid out a plan called the GPS plan. Country's off track. To get us back on track, we need to follow the GPS plan: growth, prosperity, and security. We need to get back to the basics of lower taxes, less regulations, lower government spending. We need to build for the next generation. The best way we can do that is by reforming our education system. Right now in Michigan, we're 42nd in the nation in educational outcomes, from third grade reading to eighth grade math scores to high school graduation scores. That's not where we want to be, and we need to try some new things in educational and innovation spaces so that we get those standards back up again. And then finally, security. We need to recommit to security on the world stage and at home here in on our border and here in our cities as well. People deserve to feel safe here in Grand Rapids and throughout West Michigan.
So I just spoke with your Republican opponent yesterday. A lot of the same topics of interest for him and a lot of the same issues: border security, inflation, tackling those things, helping the families in our own community. What sets you apart, though, then, from him? I know a lot of people, because they'll see two Republican candidates, they might not know a lot about you, but what would you say sets you apart from him?
Well, we've just been laser focused on those bread and butter kitchen table issues that are important for families, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on all the way through November. And we'll let the voters decide here. We've got a primary election coming up on August 6th. Actually, absentee ballots are landing soon here, as soon as this week across the district. So really encourage folks to learn more about the candidates and get out there and vote as well.
He mentioned, we have enough attorneys in office and in Congress. He's a financial person. He's a businessman. What would you say to that? Because it was a little bit of an attack on, hey, I have an attorney running against me. We don't need more attorneys. What would you say to that?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of nonsense flying in political election season. What I'll say is that my background as a lawyer, I'm tremendously proud of. I've been practicing law in this state for 18 years, and it really gives you a good perspective on how to effectively lead, how to effectively get things done. My opponent calls himself a disruptor or an interrupter. I think we've got enough disruptors in Washington. I think we need people who know how to get things done. We're standing here in front of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum. To me, this is Gerald Ford's district. He is the model of effective legislating and effective leadership for West Michigan. That's the model that I want to follow. I think people are tired of the political games in Washington, tired of the clowns who are sort of prancing around on social media and cable news. We want to get back to the basics of effective government. That's what this campaign's all about.
Well, speaking of Ford, what were some of the things that he did that you would like to emulate and model in your own run, and maybe if you are elected, what you'd like to accomplish?
Well, I think it's a good reminder from Gerald Ford that this country has been through hard times before, and we've gotten through them. But it takes good leadership. It takes people of good character to step up. And I think what Gerald Ford did was he always focused on the main issues that mattered to everyday people, and he got things done. He was willing to work with his colleagues and focusing on good policy making. And then, of course, when he became president, he led us through a tumultuous period in our history post-Watergate. And I think people around here, that still means something. When you say you're running for Gerald Ford's seat, those are big shoes to fill. That's a responsibility that I take very seriously.
You kind of alluded a little bit to the division going on in D.C. And just in the political arena in general. A lot of people want to see more work together across the aisle within own parties. So let's start within the Republican Party. Where do you see that there can be some unification? Because right now, even in that own party, there doesn't seem to be a strong unity, I guess, within the party. How would you start there by kind of pushing for more unity?
Well, I always think there's more that unites us than divides us, and certainly there are unifying messages and issues in the party right now, such as border security, such as bringing down government spending, tackling inflation. So I think that's where we start. Again, there's a lot of nonsense that swirls in Washington, but I think by focusing on those core issues, and even if we have sort of 90% agreement on those things, if we can get something done to make things a little bit better, let's take those wins where we can get them.
Sure. And then across the aisle, too, if you were elected in office, what are some of the things that Democrats are pushing for that you say, I could also get on board with that?
Yeah, again, I think there's always more that unites us than divides us, and especially I think when it comes to foreign policy, that's an area where we need to pull together as a country, present unified front. It's a dangerous world out there. We're seeing a lot of hotspots across the world where we've got global issues going on, and that's really an area where it sends a good signal to the world when Congress can get its act together, can be sort of pulling on the same oar in the same direction. So foreign policy, certainly. I'll say this about my opponent, Democrat opponent in November. She talks a good game about bipartisanship, and people may remember her campaign from last cycle where she pretended she was going to be very moderate and very bipartisan. Problem is then she got to Congress and the voting record doesn't reflect that one bit, and it's been a very party line left-wing voting record, and I don't think that's West Michigan. I don't think that's the promise that she made to West Michigan. And so we're going to make sure people know this time around that if you're looking for those good common sense policies, that this is the campaign for you.
Would you consider yourself a moderate?
I think the labels have gotten all scrambled right now. What it means to be Republican, Democrat, moderate, conservative. They're different things now than they did 5 years ago. Probably in another 5 years they'll mean another thing. So what I try to do is avoid the labels and tell people just exactly what I'm all about.
Sure. What are some things in your mind that you feel like she has accomplished for the district?
Well, I mean, she's only been in office for about a year and a half now, but I think people have been frustrated with with her level of engagement across the community. When I visit folks in Muskegon or Grand Haven or here in Grand Rapids, what I hear is they get a lot of talk from her and not much follow-up, not much action. So that's certainly a different style than I would bring. I think this is fundamentally a representative job, right? I'm here to represent West Michigan. That means all of West Michigan, whether I agree with their political positions or not. And I think that's a style of legislating that we've seen emulated from Gerald Ford, but it focuses on results for the district.
Definitely. Concern for a lot of people sometimes is, they elect these folks from their own community. We see you walking the streets, we see you hanging out in East Grand Rapids, and then it feels like you're in DC and we don't see you, and it doesn't feel like we're able to localize some of those issues. What are some of the biggest issues that West Michigan is dealing with, and how would you make sure to localize those and bring it home from the national standpoint?
Well, one thing I hear a lot is public safety. People, when they come downtown to Grand Rapids, they want to feel safe in the community. I think we've got a tremendous law enforcement community here. I think we need to support them in their efforts to make sure that we don't see some of the problems that we've seen across the country come to Grand Rapids, because that's an issue that we've been dealing with across the district, is a problem of growth, right? We're a growing region. We're one of the only growing regions in Michigan and in the Midwest, which is terrific. Managing that growth and making sure that we maintain the character of the community and maintain the safety of the community as well. Those are the issues that are really important to people.
Tonight, debate. It's a big debate. It's a big night. We haven't seen this in 4 years as two of the same candidates that we saw 4 years ago. I think we can agree it was a little tumultuous last debate. There was a little chaos on stage. What are your thoughts before the debate? What would you like to see different from Donald Trump tonight?
Well, I'll of course be watching the debate with interest like everyone else. What I would love to see from both candidates is a positive vision for what do we want this country to look like in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I think that's the piece that has been missing from our political discussion these days. It seems like we're stuck in the past. We're sort of haven't been able to move on from the past few years. And that's what I want to see from the presidential candidates. It's certainly what I'll bring on the campaign trail is let's start looking forward to the future here. And what kind of world do we want to leave to our kids? I've got a simple motto that I live by. Let's leave this place a little better than we found it. And I think we're at risk of, for maybe the first time in American history, of not living up to that promise to the next generation. So that's what I want to see going forward. That's what I'll be offering going forward is what's the positive vision for the future?
Sure. If you're elected and President Biden happens to be elected, where are some common ground and some things that you feel like he has done well in his, first few years in the White House?
Well, I think that's a missing piece of our politics right now too. Is sort of we need our government to be operating efficiently, whether we have divided government or unified government. And I think there's a sense these days that unless you've got all of government all lined up in favor of your position, that you sort of take the rest of the decade off. That's not how our system was designed to work. So no matter who's in the White House, no matter who's in charge of the Senate or the House, we need to get things done. That's what people expect here in West Michigan.
All right. If I only gave you 3 sentences, an elevator speech to give to West Michiganders, and they're watching, they only get that 3 sentences, go ahead and give it to me.
Yeah, let's focus on common sense solutions to these problems. We've got a lot of problems in this country, but we've always been able to unify. And let's focus on growth, prosperity, and security, and let's leave the nonsense aside. There's been way too much nonsense in politics for the past several years. Let's get back to the basics.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Was that okay?
Good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Elliot.
What makes West Michigan such a good a spot to fight for, to want to do this?
Well, I think that West Michigan is the best place in Michigan to raise a family, best place in the Midwest to raise a family. That's what people are here to do. We want to live our lives, right, without having to think about politics every day, without having to worry about whether we have good, effective leaders in Washington. People should be able to take that for granted again. And so we need better people to step up. But West Michigan's worth fighting for, no doubt about it.